All right, so hello everybody. We had a bit of an issue with our audio. We recorded the podcast last night, and out of the hour and 20 minutes we recorded, only 23 minutes or so had audio. So we were able to get some NFL talk and then right about the AP poll. We lost audio. So I'm going to be doing really quickly the AP poll for you guys, and then we will have the NFL stuff from last night, previously recorded. We'll kind of chop that together. So it's a bit of a different episode. Josh is not here. I'm soloing this. So we're going to be trying to be pretty quick about this and get it out to you guys so that way you guys can watch and it won't be old news. That's kind of the main focus here, is making sure that what we're talking about is not old news. So, welcome back. This is episode 9. Like I'm speaking German. Of Sufficient Sports Talk.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we appreciate it. Just continue to watch. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
Also, if you could subscribe, that'd be cool. Leave us a comment. We're looking for a comment. You have one more episode after this episode posts. So episode 11.
Episode 11, the challenge will be done.
Yes. If there's no comments, he's going to come up with something, and I will have to do it.
It's going to be dirty.
It won't. It'll be
nasty.
a regular thing. Like I'll eat like some mustard or something. I don't know. I'm like, no.
He's going to eat a whole thing of mustard.
So anyways, TikTok too as well. Go follow us over there. It's doing pretty good.
Yeah, shout out. We got some pretty good pretty good content. Yeah, engagement on
so
TikTok,
we're gonna try and do more TikTok based videos that aren't just like clips of the YouTube video. So like maybe some predictions and different stuff. So stay tuned over there.
Sam.
Challenge me to a duel.
Yeah, a joust.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna joust.
That's what we're doing. So yeah, anyways, follow us over there. Check us out. It's going pretty good. We're very grateful for all of you guys that tune in and follow us, and this is very cool. So this week, since it was such an awesome college football week, we're going to focus primarily on college football. We'll touch on NFL a little bit, and then we'll do the song segment and some hot takes at the very end. So without further ado, Josh, what song is stuck in your head?
I have a certified banger stuck in my head, and this one genuinely has been stuck in my head too. It's Because of You by Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson, first of all, beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Second of all, that song is so good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just empowering and like.
Oh, empowering
and like, I don't know. It's makes
you feel like you can do anything.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, she just sings really good, and it really fits the vibe of the song.
Okay,
that's my best way to put it. But showing that American Idol people can show out.
Yeah, they can make it in this world. If you win a multi-million-dollar recording contract, just chase your dreams is what we're really trying to tell you.
Yeah,
be empowered by Kelly Clarkson's song.
Yeah,
and go chase your dreams.
You could be her.
Inspirational.
I don't want to get into any American Idol, any other American.
We're actually going to touch on.
We were like, who won American Idol?
Yeah,
turns out a lot of people did.
Yeah, the last take we did, we went on a bit of a tangent. So yeah, we restarted.
It's okay. Sam, what song is stuck in your head?
My song, I actually came across it on Monday. It's by Kings of Leon. It's called Pyro. It's just a really cool song. I was like listening to, I think it was like a John Mayer song, and this came on like the similar songs shuffle. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was listening to it on the way home from class, and it's like, it's October, it's a little chilly.
Yeah.
It's dark out when I'm driving home.
That song definitely fits this time of year.
Dude, it just feels like fall.
Yeah.
That entire like Midwest emo genre, like Scott Pilgrim versus My GPA by Mom Jeans, that song is like November all the way. Some songs just fit, and I feel like
November Rain by Guns N' Roses.
Is that a song?
Yeah. Yes.
I was thinking of September Rain by that Japanese fella.
Why is there so many songs about rain?
Get Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
What else?
I Set Fire to the Rains.
Oh, there's that Willie Nelson song, "Dang the Rain."
Yeah.
That's not Willie Nelson, is it?
No.
That's like, bro, who sings? It's Randy Rogers, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Randy Rogers. Yeah,
anyways, yeah. I had to dig deep for that one. Pyro. Cool song.
It's a good. We just listened to it again, and I was like, "This song's pretty good."
Dude, you get that song on a good sound system, like headphones, whatever. It's going to hit. Trust me.
Yeah.
That's just like, I'm so happy I found it. It's a cool song. So I think we're gonna do some NFL stuff just to kind of get that out of the way. We know that some of you guys like the NFL stuff. So we don't want to completely just like axe it from the show, but there was a lot of good college football stuff. So first thing I want to kind of touch on is the Titans.
Yeah.
They fired Brian Callahan. I saw everybody keeps throwing around the stat. The last 5 first overall picks.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
There were head coaches all been fired.
They've been fired.
Which is a crazy stat.
Dude, how is that fair to the first overall pick? Most of the time, it's a quarterback.
Dude, and honestly, in my opinion, how is it fair to the head coach?
No, totally.
Because it's like, I go back to there's a quote by like John Gruden whenever he was still coaching, and he's talking to one of the players, and he's like, "Hey, sorry, my bad. Sometimes I yell a lot and I'm an a-hole, but it's because 16 out of 32 head coaches get fired every year." Yep. So he's like, "Sometimes I'm going to be kind of mean." And I'm like, dude, that's so fair.
That is a good point.
That it's like, you kind of got to be that way, and you got to just coach your team. But
well, it's like a couple of years ago, Bryce Young's rookie year, they fired Frank Reich mid-year. They really didn't give Frank Reich a chance, and I still kind of believe he's a good head coach. He went to Stanford, and Stanford's not very good. So I don't know. College is obviously different than the NFL. He was good in Philly as the offensive coordinator. Maybe he was the head coach. I can't remember. But I really thought that he would be good in Carolina. Didn't even give him a shot. I gave him half a season with a rookie quarterback that he didn't even want, apparently. He didn't want Bryce Young.
You're going to Carolina.
Bad situation. To me, it's kind of dumb to fire them mid-season. I guess, in a certain sense, if you're going to do it, you might as well rip off the Band-Aid and do it now. But I don't think it does. I've said this before. I don't think it does any team, college football or NFL or any sport in general. I don't think it does any team any good firing your leader midway through the season, because then you the rest of the season is kind of a wash. You're left to sometimes they turn around, but
you're just expecting to not do any better than you were doing.
Yeah,
that's kind of
if anything, you might get worse.
Yeah. I mean, it's
unless you're over, then you can't get much worse.
Yeah,
but
who's your number 1 pick right now to take a spot?
I got no clue, dude. To be honest,
Cliff Kingsbury. That's my
dude.
I
not
Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay,
dude. He could go develop Cam Ward.
He tried in Arizona, and it did not go very
I was
well.
just about to say, why would he, is my thing.
I think he's got such a good thing going.
I think he does, too, that there would be no point. But, if I was Tennessee, I'd probably be hitting him up.
I'm going to keep talking for a little bit.
Yeah, I just think the track history with Cliff Kingsbury, developing quarterbacks and running, super fluid offenses would just work with him. Because, the thing that sucks about Tennessee is their line. Cam Ward has no time to do anything. That also kind of goes into why they even fire him, because it's not his fault that Cam Ward's getting sacked 5 times a game.
Well, I saw something. It was a video on social media of, I can't remember who it was. It was Jalen Ramsey, maybe not. I could be totally wrong. A player that played the Titans week 3 or week 4. He said that pregame, he was sitting there watching the Titans warm up, and he's like, "These guys don't want to play. They're not motivated." Yeah. He's like, "We already won this game, and it was pregame."
Okay, yeah.
So I think that kind of speaks to the situation with Brian. And this wasn't his this was his second season.
Yeah.
So he had a shot last year. They were bad. They had Will Levis hitting that pose.
Yeah, the Surrender Cobra.
Surrender Cobra. I couldn't remember what it was. That's what it is.
Cobra. That's the funniest thing ever.
In no circumstance should you be doing that in the National Football League. Okay,
no, that's
unexcusable.
That's like when you get life-changing news and you're like walking down the street, then you're allowed to hit that. Then you're allowed to freaking break out the surrender cobra.
Okay, so I'm looking at a list of head coach candidates. First of all, Sports Illustrated, why do we have 30 dudes on this list? I don't care. I'm gonna name a couple guys off really fast. Matt Nagy failed in Chicago. I don't like it. Arthur Smith sucked in Atlanta. I don't like it. Who wants to do with a pedo stash leading their team? Cliff Kingsbury, Josh kind of talked about. I don't think that's a bad move, honestly. Like just to take a flyer on a guy that boom or bust. The boom's there, the bust is also there.
For him too, if he did it, I'm pretty sure he could still get hired as an OC somewhere and do just as good.
There's no denying.
There's kind of nothing to lose for him.
Yeah.
But
it's just more humiliation.
It's just, why would he? That's interesting.
Marcus Freeman's on here. I haven't read this. It just kind of says like he appeals to the NFL level. Basically, Notre Dame's like an NFL coaching gig. I don't know. Eddie George from Bowling Green State. He's a Titans legend, that's why. Mike Kafka, no thank you. Vance Joseph, he's pretty good. He's been a head coach before. Josh Grizzard, no idea. Robert Saleh, I don't know.
I think he's burned his shot.
Joe Brady, the Bills offensive coordinator, I've seen his name in a bunch of different head coaching stuff. We can talk about it like a little bit more when we get to the college football openings. But I think Joe Brady is a name to kind of look at because he was the offensive coordinator at LSU in 2019 with Joe Burrow and that super team. He's been with the Bills. He was in Carolina. And then he's just an interesting name, Clint Kubiak. There's a bunch of names on here. Like I said, there's a million. So, yeah. I don't really know who I like. I kind of like the Kingsbury. Even like, I don't know.
Brian Flores isn't a terrible option.
My thing with hiring a defensive coordinator as a head coach is, yes, you want your defense to be good, but I think that's why that's why you bring in a defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
that was a dumb thought.
Guy's an idiot.
How do I make this make sense? If you're basing your team success off of your defense and your head coach has no idea what to do with an offense, it's more of a likelihood it's just not going to work out. Robert Saleh wasn't good. Brian Flores has been a coach. He was with the Dolphins. They were all right. I just don't think it's the best move. I'd rather have an offensive-minded guy, and then you get.
I think they need to be, because if you come in as a DC, or you were a DC, and then you go, it's like you're not even really the head coach, in my opinion.
You're the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, you're like
making more money.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's kind of I wouldn't pick one if I was an owner or whatever, but
yeah. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know how appealing. I mean, Cam Ward, yes. I don't know. I was super high on Cam Ward. Now it's just like whatever. He's in the NFL.
Yeah.
I want him to be good, but I don't think he's like a needle mover when it comes to like, oh, I'm going to take this job. Like with Caleb Williams last year, it's like, oh, Ben Johnson's going to take the job. He wants Caleb Williams. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, if you're going to go be the head coach of a bad football team, you will have a high pick. You can go get whatever quarterback you want.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever. That's just a long tangent of a whole lot of nothing. Hopefully they find a dude that fits their culture, can develop Cam Ward. Because the Titans, dude, they're in a bad spot.
They could be good, though. I want to say that. I do think they could be good. But in my opinion, I don't know if it's just going to be a coach that comes in and changes everything.
Oh, no.
I mean, he's got to be making moves.
Yeah, I know. They got a lot of work on. I guess really quick, we will admit defeat.
Yeah. I was just about to say that.
Panthers got us. I don't really care that much, to be honest with you guys.
Yeah, right.
We're 2-3-1. I'm cool with the Panthers. They have Bryce Young.
And Bryce Young balled out, too.
Yeah, he played very solid. Rico Dowdle made us look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
He said, like, buckle up, like he was talking. And then Jerry Jones was like, oh, we got our seatbelts on. Oh, we're so scared. And then he gave us the business.
He had 183 yards.
He had 239 total yards.
Yeah, great. 183 rushing yards.
Yes. I mean, that's actually a Panthers record.
Really?
He beat out McCaffrey for total yards. So
freaking Rico Dowdle.
if you own Daddle in fantasy, congrats to you.
Yeah.
Had like the guy in our league, I don't think he even won. So
Really?
I think I played him this week actually.
Well, dude, it's because he's resulting to
Rico
having
Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle
Yeah.
on his line.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Good play though.
So look, yeah, we lost. I more so for me, it's just infuriating that we have such an awesome offense and yet we can't beat the Panthers because we can't stop them.
The thing that stings me the most is we're losing games like this, but Dak is playing like pretty much the best season he's had since probably his rookie year.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me hurt because I'm like, you can't put anything on Dak, but it's like, dude, he's playing so good. Like, he threw for 3 touchdowns, 261 yards, but like when your defense just can't keep up with the Panthers, like I feel bad for him. I really do.
I mean, he's second in the league in passing yards, second in touchdowns, second in QBR. I mean, he's having, like Josh said, probably his best. I wonder if I can see like overall career stats or whatever. But I think this is going to be up there for one of his best seasons of all time, and yet the defense literally can't stop a paper bag.
So, yeah, it makes him not look good.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's like the MVP race. It's like if we're 6-10-1 or whatever, he's not going to win MVP because we're 6. Even if he leads the league by 500 yards and 10 touchdowns, it doesn't matter. We're a bad team.
Yeah.
So obviously, that it's really frustrating. Not even as a Cowboys fan, just as a Dak fan, because I think right now I'm more of a Dak fan than
agree.
I'm a Cowboys offense fan.
Yeah,
how about that?
I totally agree.
Every time the defense goes out there, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Watching him and Pickens ball out, it's like that's so fun to see. And then when CD comes back, it's gonna be even better.
Yeah, this week.
Yeah. So it's like it's so fun to watch, and then you get the defense, and it's like, all right, how are we gonna combat 7 points? So
well, I mean, it's like we gave the ball back to him. Offense stalled out on the last drive to take the lead or hold on to the lead because it was 27-27. So we were just trying to go for the win, and we stalled out. We had to punt it, and as soon as we're punting, I'm like, we lost this game.
Yeah,
our defense can't stop anybody, and with that being the case, all they had to do is get in field goal range, and then even when they're in field goal range, it's like, oh, this is a bit of a long field goal. Jake Moody
like
hasn't been good.
Yards or something.
Like Jake Moody got cut from the 49ers. Like we don't want to trot him out there with a 55-yard field goal, and then they get it all the way down to the 20-yard line, just running it.
Yeah,
just running like inside zone and ripping 10 yards a carry. I mean, it's. I told myself I wasn't going to get mad, but
you seem pretty flustered.
I don't care about the cat. Like, it's pissing me off that I don't want to care, but yet here we are.
Oh, this sucks.
Yeah,
we've lost to the Panthers, and I'm like, what
can you do? Yeah. Something I'll add.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not with Cowboys, just NFL.
Yeah. Totally.
Ravens are 1-5.
Yes,
that's super crazy. No one saw that coming. I mean, I know Lamar hasn't been playing.
They're
supposed to have a super team.
I'm pretty sure they were the preseason like Super Bowl favorite.
Yeah, they were. Just
a shame, man. I mean, Derrick Henry had a decent game this week, but didn't Cooper Rush get hurt in the game and someone else finished the game?
I'm pretty sure. I'm
just gonna check real quick because it's like Tyler Huntley came in, and played better than Cooper Rush did. Honestly, all around bad situation. I don't even know what to say about the Ravens.
We're mad as Dallas fans.
Yeah.
If I'm in Baltimore, I'm burning that city. Well, they burned that city down on the reg, but
yeah,
I'm burning that city
down. Kind of
a
thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It feels like such a weird NFL year.
Yeah.
Like, who's the Colts are good. Seahawks, Jaguars are good.
Bucks are 5-1.
Steelers are 4-1. Chargers are 4-2. The Patriots are 4-2. How about the Patriots, dude?
Drake May.
They beat the Saints barely, but a win is a win.
Dude, sometimes the beers are talking to you, and you know what they're saying?
Drake May. The Jets are historically horrible. I saw.
Things be said.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not even going to give you all my time. Giants mollywop the Eagles. This was so cool.
Yeah.
Last Thursday, Cam Scatterboo had him on my bench. Felt like an idiot.
Guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
Still won, so who even cares? Really. Cool for Jackson Dart, though. I love this Giants team.
I do, too.
They're having a lot of fun. Did you see where Jackson Dart got hurt? Russ came in, threw the ball one time, and Brian Dayball was like, "Get him out of the game."
He runs in the tent.
Yes.
What are you doing?
It's so funny to me that like he literally thought that throw from Russ was so bad, he went and got Dart out of the medical tent.
Dude, I feel bad for Russell though. Russell.
Yeah, shout out Russell.
Good afternoon. My name is Russell, and I am a wilderness explorer.
Because like, dude, you know he's good. He's not playing good now. But like, he threw that pass and they booed the crap out of him. I'm like, okay, he doesn't deserve that. Like,
no, I mean,
you come in off an injured play and you don't play good. Like, what can you do, man?
I don't know. I totally agree. He was like, I was seeing the conversation that Russ had played himself out of the Hall of Fame, and I was like, I don't know, dude. There's like 5 to 8 years where he was like one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah,
and everybody just forgets about it because lately he's been like not even like really good, just been like all right or absolutely horrible.
I mean, dude, he's still like either been on the starter on an NFL roster or, I mean, now he's the backup.
He's a high-end backup.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
If you have Russ as your backup, you're not mad.
I mean, dude, also, like, he should have that chip under his belt and in Seattle. Like, I fully blame Pete Carroll for that. So.
Yeah. So, I'm good on the NFL. You are?
The last thing I wanted to add, I mean, we didn't talk about the Chiefs-Lions just because you probably heard about it and it's a good game.
Dude, I told you, I watched one game all weekend. I watched the very end of Commanders-Bears last night. Or 2 nights ago.
I want to, yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah,
I wanted to say too, the Bills lost into they lost again. I mean, they're only 4-2. They're still looking fine, but
they're 0-2 the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's like I feel like Josh Allen. Like I still have full faith in the guy. He's one of the 5 quarterbacks in the league that I say, if they get the ball under 2 minutes, that's too much time.
It's over.
It's over, but he
it's Bover. Bo Nix. It's Bover.
But yeah, dude, you killed my train of thought.
My bad.
No, it's fine.
It's Bover.
I just hope he doesn't. He can brush it off and keep playing good because like a loss, 2 weeks in a row losses, and then a loss to the Falcons. I'd be like, okay, I'm starting to get down on myself a little bit.
Dude, I feel like the Falcons are so sneaky, man.
They
like,
are.
What are they?
Dude,
they're 3-2, and if Penix, I think the 2 losses that they have, Penix played like absolute garbage. If that dude could be consistent, they have probably the best running back in the league. They have Drake London's pretty solid. Kyle Pitts, whatever you want to say about him, I think he's still a good tight end. Defense is pretty good. Head coach, I really do believe in. After the Arthur Smith situation where it's like, this dude sucks. Like, clearly they're just holding on. I think the Falcons have something good going. It's just if they can find consistency from their quarterback, sky's the limit. Bijan went ballistic, and that's why they won. But I don't know, man.
Dude, I just feel like I agree with that.
I feel like the Falcons are just right there. They just need some consistency at the quarterback.
I think so too. I think that's an amazing take because
someone cooked here.
If they had a consistent quarterback, they would easily be top in the league right now.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Hey, throw Kirko in there. I'm just kidding. I like Michael.
I love Kirk, but I mean,
yeah, got to feel bad for Kirk. Not really. That dude's making a lot of money. I just feel like Kirk Cousins is like one of those guys. Like, if he just won that Super Bowl or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you want that for him. You want that for that guy.
I want it so bad for him.
So yeah, we go on NFL now.
Yeah, we're good. AP poll.
We're gonna get into the gay people.
The gay people. Dude, that sounds like you're saying
gay people. Yeah, gay people.
Oh no, I was saying gay people.
Gay people.
Gay. We should probably stop.
Yeah. Okay. Without further ado, AP poll. College football was really good this weekend. I was having a hard time, especially like around the 6 o'clock window, picking what game I wanted to watch because I'm watching them all, flipping back and forth. And so you flip back to one, and you're like, oh my god, this is a good game. We've watched this drive, and you're like, oh, Auburn, Georgia is so good. So, great week of college football. This is what the majority of our episode was based off of. So we're gonna try and get this done quickly. So, we do this. We're gonna do increments of 5, and then I'll talk about it just a little bit. So, Week 8 AP poll, number 1 is Ohio State. They do not move. Number 2, Miami, same thing, they don't move. Indiana jumps up 4 to be at number 3. A&M jumps up one spot to be at number 4, and then Ole Miss drops from 4 to 5. So the big thing here is Indiana. You guys have my full attention. Y'all went out and beat Oregon at home. And I think that's a very impressive win for Kurt Signetti and the Hoosiers. They look good. We had some more thoughts last night, but really, I just think it's an impressive. This is like kind of the thing that everybody was talking about last year is that Indiana had no ranked wins, and they've already gone out and beat number 2 Oregon at their place. So the rest of the schedule looks a bit easy, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just looking really quick. Their toughest game will be Penn State or UCLA. So you guys can kind of coast and maybe drop a game, and you'll probably still make the playoffs. So big ups to Indiana. Texas A&M, you guys went out and got the job done against Florida. My thing with this win, and we talked about it a bit last night. Josh is the A&M fan, so he had some stuff to share about A&M. But I will say, you guys beat a bad Florida team. I know they just upset Texas the week prior, but Aggie fans are so battered that they don't want to give themselves hope. But in a situation like this, where this Florida team did beat Texas, and so you guys go out and beat them pretty solidly by 2 or 3 scores. I know a couple A&M fans personally that are kind of riding that hot train right now, and so I feel like let's just settle down a little bit. Number 4, you guys do deserve it. You guys are undefeated. You beat Notre Dame. But let's just pump the brakes a little bit. This is a bad Florida team that y'all beat, and y'all should have. So props to getting the job done, and there'll be tougher games. And if you guys can pull it out, then we will 100% I will consider y'all legit. Ole Miss barely beat Washington State by 3. This was a close game. I think they completely overlooked this game. They have Georgia coming up this week, so I think their whole thing was they were looking forward to Georgia and overlooking Washington State. And Washington State's not that bad. They're the best team in their conference, conference of 2. So look, at the end of the day, you got there with a win. You can refocus. This week is a big game. Y'all beat Georgia. You're just fine. So I wouldn't overreact too much. It did get a little scary for you guys. Ohio State, Miami. Miami was on the bye. Ohio State beat Illinois pretty handily. So they're number 1 for a reason. They'll be there until they lose.
Really?
The next 5, Alabama at number 6. Jumped 2 spots. Tech up 2 to number 7. Oregon drops 5 after losing to Indiana, so they're sitting at 8. And then Georgia and LSU both jump up 1 spot to round out the top 10. Oregon sucks you guys lost. I still do think you guys are one of the more talented teams in the country. I believe in y'all's head coach completely. I would die for that man, and I have never even met him. I just think he's a good coach. I'll get a good program going. The time will come. I know you guys are still waiting on that first natty, but I think with Dan Lanning, like I said, the time will come. He will get one. I believe in him that much. Bama had a close game against Missouri. I don't think it was really as close as 27-24. I think it was more 27-17. Offense looked good. I feel like this was a game that Ty Simpson just decided he wasn't going to lose. And so I'm happy with it. This was a top 15 win on the road, so there's nothing to complain about. I thought the defense played pretty well. Bo Pribula, former Heisman dark horse as of like a couple weeks ago, he had a bad game. For whatever reason, they did not run the ball with Ahmad Hardy enough. I thought they should have done that way more. I think he is the best running back in college football. There's obviously like Jeremiah Love and a couple other names, but Ahmad Hardy's definitely up there. So Missouri's a good team. You guys will be fine. We'll talk about Missouri in just a little bit. But yeah, good defensive performance. I thought we did way better than 24 points allowed. And yeah, we got to play Tennessee this weekend. It's a big game, big rivalry game. Am I worried about Tennessee? Yeah, I actually am. Joey Aguilar is not to be messed with. So let's take a break really quick. Texas Tech, you guys up to number 7. Y'all beat who was it? Let's see really quickly. Y'all beat Kansas 42-17. Kansas is not a bad team. I think they're fine. Their quarterback is really good. You guys beat them handily. I think you guys are head and shoulders above the rest of the conference when it comes to talent. You guys went out there and spent a lot of money in the offseason to get a very solid portal class and recruiting class. So this is the fruits that are being bore. Really cool what Texas Tech is all the way up here at number 7. I really do enjoy this team, watching them play. Offense is good. Defense is even better than you would even believe. So Georgia, whatever. You guys, the Auburn game was really ugly until halftime, and then you guys 20 straight unanswered. So it's a good win, I guess. Was this, yeah, at Auburn? So it's always hard to go in there and beat Auburn at home. So I do believe this is a good win. Auburn just really fell apart after that touchdown that wasn't a touchdown, where Jackson Arnold fumbled it at the goal line. I feel like Hugh Freeze and his staff just gave up and just wanted to whine and really just what's the word here? Not ponder. Basically, you guys just wanted to stew on that one decision and let that completely dictate the rest of your game plan. That's why I lost. Offense was horrible in the second half, and Hugh Freeze is supposed to be this offensive genius. So I don't get it. I don't think Auburn's very good. Georgia, you got a good win, I guess. They got to play Ole Miss this weekend, so this is definitely a game to look out for. But I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia just routs them. I have no idea how good Ole Miss is. LSU, I could care less about, to be honest. They're number 10. I don't think they're that good. They beat South Carolina last week. It was sloppy, uninspiring. I don't know what else to say about it. It wasn't very fun to watch. That's one of the games that was close, but I was not flipping back to it just because it was just a brutal game to watch. So moving to the next 5, we have Tennessee at 11, up 1 spot. Georgia Tech bumps up 1 to 12. Notre Dame continues to climb. They're at number 13. They're up 3 spots for who they beat. NC State. I'm pretty sure they beat NC State. So I don't know the whole situation there. I mean, Oklahoma at 14. They drop 8 spots, and then BYU bumps up 3 to 15. BYU, you guys are 6-0. You totally deserved. You guys got to play Utah this week. This will be a good game to, first of all, figure out how the Big 12 is looking conference standing wise, and then also it's a good measuring game for Utah and BYU both. If BYU beats this game, I do believe Utah is a very good team. So you guys are sitting pretty. If you lose this game, it's not the end of the world. It's a Big 12 loss, yes, but you guys are 6-1. There's plenty of time to turn your season around. The Big 12 is a bit of a gauntlet for the teams that I feel like they're just so evenly matched. And so if you guys are able to pull it out, good for you. If not, it's okay. Notre Dame, I don't know what else to do besides question everything. They got to play USC this weekend. And if they can't get it done, then that's pretty telling of how talented this team actually is. Both big games they've been in, they've lost. A&M and Miami to start the season. And so I am curious, who do they play the rest of the season? Yeah, so USC is their last tough opponent. And you got people like Boston College, Navy, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, Stanford. You should be able to run the table. So this USC game is kind of make or break for your playoff chances. If you lose this, you're likely done. I don't know, though. The AP poll and the voters for the college football playoff and all that, they seem to really love Notre Dame. So Georgia Tech, I think they barely squeaked it out. No, it was 35-20 against Virginia Tech. They don't have a head coach. Fine game. You guys are America's team, so we're always rooting for you guys to do well. You're undefeated. Right now, I think you're sitting atop with Miami, tied with Miami, sitting atop the ACC. So as of right now, your conference championship game is Miami versus Georgia Tech. So that's very interesting. I think Haynes King's devotion to college football has finally paid off. Me and Josh have watched him from the start of his career at A&M to getting hurt, having to transfer elsewhere, landing at Georgia Tech, rebuilding himself, and now he's I don't want to say one of the best quarterbacks in terms of talent, but like if you need him to go out there and win you a game, you're calling Haynes King's number. So super cool. Tennessee. Did you guys play a game this weekend? Yes, y'all barely beat Arkansas. And look, Arkansas is a solid team. I'm not going to say they're amazing. They don't have a head coach either. Their quarterback's extremely talented, so I understand where he might pose some issues. But look, road win, or I don't know if it's a road win, actually. Let me see really quick. No, home win. Any win in the SEC is a good win in my book, so you guys are looking fine. Oklahoma, very disappointing. John Mateer had what was likely a Heisman campaign losing performance on Saturday.
You're done, Bane. You're done.
So to me, I just don't know why they rushed, or if I don't know if they rushed him back, the coaching staff, if John rushed him back, or if the trainers were like, you can play if you want to. To me, I think the right decision was to let Michael Hawkins start, and I feel like he would have given y'all the best chance to win. So John Mateer, he had 2-3 picks. He really should have had like 5. He was out there making some bad decisions, some bad throws, and I totally get it. He took that one hit and his hand's bleeding, like his thumb is bleeding everywhere. So your hand is hanging on by a thread, and you're still out there gutting it out. So props to that, but at the same time, I don't think that puts y'all in the best position to win. And like I said, I think his Heisman campaign is done. You can't go out there and throw 3 interceptions against your biggest rival and expect to win the Heisman. So it sucks. Y'all are playing South Carolina this weekend. South Carolina's not bad. They're just a lot more disappointing than all of America thought they would be. So this will be an interesting game. I'm curious to see if Mateer plays or what the situation is there. I haven't heard anything otherwise. So as of right now, I think he's starting. But yeah, we're going to go ahead, get to the next 5. Missouri at number 16 drops 2 spots after losing to Bama. Not bad, people. I like that move. Vanderbilt up 3-17. Virginia bumps up 1-18. South Florida at 19 jumps 5 spots. And we will talk about this in a little bit. I love this. And then USC, who I don't think moved, is at 20. So Missouri, you guys lost a close one to Alabama, one of the most historic college football programs in the nation. So that's not a bad loss whatsoever. Like I said, I don't think your season's over at all. Y'all still got plenty of time, and you're only 5-1 with 1 SEC loss. So there's time to turn around. They are playing Auburn, and I was saying this last night. I kind of have Auburn to upset Missouri. I know I just said all this stuff about y'all will be fine, and I do believe y'all are a good football team. I just feel like Auburn's at home, and they kind of feels like their head coach's job is on the line right now. And so I wouldn't be shocked if Auburn kind of put it together for this Missouri game and went out there and upset the 16th best team in the country. Vanderbilt, they are number 17. They've jumped 3 spots. I'm just trying to see really quickly who they played. They have LSU next week. And so this next game will be a big one for LSU and Vanderbilt. Both have 1 loss, both in the SEC, I believe. Vanderbilt hasn't played since Alabama. So they're coming off the loss. They had a bye this week. And so they're looking fresh. Diego Pavia is looking to get him and his team back on the map. And so I think this will be a really good game, honestly. LSU does have a really good defense, but I think Diego Pavia is a bit more savvy than most of these quarterbacks that LSU will play. And so for that reason, I'm kind of feeling Vanderbilt. I'm not very high on LSU. Virginia up one. I believe y'all gutted it out against Louisville, who was undefeated. So that's not a bad win at all. Or that's a good win. Y'all beat Florida State. Obviously, Florida State's kind of falling apart. They lost again, I believe, this week. And so y'all are 5-1. You're not at number 18. I don't know what else to say. South Florida, you guys jump up to 19. I love this move. They beat a undefeated, very good UNT game. And me and Josh got together to watch this game just because, USF is our team right now. And it was 21 and a half. And we're like, man, we're going to get a good game. And then South Florida ran away with it. So kind of ended up being a bit of a bummer. They play Florida Atlantic. I think really South Florida is in position to make the playoff as long as they don't lose another game. Because if you lose the second game in the group of 5 or group of 6, whatever it is now, they got to play Memphis. Memphis is undefeated. We'll talk about Memphis in just a second. So big game, October 25th. I would definitely be looking forward to that one. But yeah, big ups to South Florida. Big ups to the AP poll for bumping them up 5 or for recognizing that is a good win. And I just think it's all a part of what South Florida's trying to do, man. They're on the road to the playoffs, and I'm totally here for it. USC, like I said, you guys got to play Notre Dame. Who'd y'all play last week? Michigan. That's a decent win. Maybe USC wasn't ranked, and that's why. Maybe USC was. USC was out of the rankings. Same thing with Texas. So for me, I feel like USC is definitely flying under the radar. Everybody kind of got tired of the Lincoln Riley and USC hype, and so when they haven't been good, they have not been good since Caleb Williams left. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, no one's thinking about USC. Jade Maava is playing well. He's up there. He's got his name in the Heisman race, and so this game against Notre Dame this weekend is a big stage to make a name for yourself. Again, I guess for Lincoln Riley. So next 5, we have Texas at number 21, jumping back into the rankings. Memphis up a spot to 22. They are 6-0. Utah into the rankings at 23. Cincy into the rankings at number 24. And then Nebraska into the rankings at number 25. My big thing out of this group here is Texas has jumped back into the top 25. They're at number 21. Went out there and beat Oklahoma at the State Fair. That's a big win. Big rivalry game. And so Arch Manning, I still, a lot of people on the internet are saying like, oh, Arch Manning's figured it out. Arch Manning's back. I still don't think so, really. He had some good throws. Yes, I think he's had good throws in every game that he's played. I think he is talented. It's just he's not putting it together. And so I'm also kind of pumping the brakes on Texas. I would like for them to play better teams. Yes, they beat Oklahoma, but that is a battered Oklahoma with a quarterback that only had one hand. So, they got to play Kentucky. This should be an easy win this weekend. I know, they got to play Vanderbilt and A&M. But right now at 4-2, you cannot afford to lose another game, or y'all will be out of playoff contention. You got to play Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Georgia, Arkansas, Texas A&M. So you're kind of looking at Vanderbilt, Georgia, and Texas A&M as the big games. Mississippi State's no slouch either. So I really do think Texas is missing the playoffs. Sorry. I do think they've played themselves out. That Florida loss was unacceptable because now you have to run the table or you're out. I guess SEC championship wise, you guys you kind of got your hat in the mix, but you have one SEC loss and likely another one unless they go nuclear. Memphis at 22, y'all are undefeated. I think this is awesome. Y'all going to play a head coachless UAB this weekend, so I think that should be an easy win. As we've seen in college football, nothing's easy. UCLA beat Penn State without a head coach, and so just because you don't have a head coach doesn't mean y'all can't. The new guy can't motivate the guys and go out there and pick up a win. But I do like Memphis. I think, like I said, the Memphis USF game will be very telling for who's going to make the playoffs. The American Conference has got everybody. Navy is undefeated. Memphis is undefeated. USF is 5-1, sitting at the top of it. USF's got a good win with Florida. And I can't remember. Nothing's loading right now. So let's see. They beat Tulsa last week. So, yeah, I think Memphis, it all comes down to the South Florida game. If you guys can win that, then I think you're a playoff lock, as long as you don't screw around and lose another game. But, yeah, it'll be interesting. Utah, got to play BYU. I think this is a very talented Utah team. I think their offense is awesome. It's just whether they can handle BYU and what they bring to the table. They are actually in Utah for the game. This is actually, isn't this a rivalry game? Is this the Holy War? This might be the Holy War.
Could be the start of the Holy War.
Or is that Baylor and TCU? Whatever. The Battle of the Mormons is what we're going to call it. This should be a good game. Prime time, Big 12, big time game. Cincinnati also throwing their hat in the mix. I think everybody's got their hat in the mix unless you have like 3 losses. Cincinnati's 5-1. They got to play Oklahoma State this weekend. Another head coachless team. Isn't it crazy how many teams don't have a head coach? We talked just a little bit about that at the end. And then Nebraska, y'all beat. Oh, who'd y'all beat? It's gonna take a while to load. Y'all lost to Michigan. That's your one loss. I think this is a good Nebraska squad. Matt Rule is a good head coach. Dylan Raiola is playing good. I really thought he would be amazing when he was coming out of high school. You know, he's committed to Georgia and was flip-flopping and all that stuff. Y'all beat Maryland barely last week. Nebraska did. And so I feel like there's still like just that next level that Nebraska can get to if Dylan Raiola can take a step up. And if that's the case, then I would definitely be watching out for Nebraska in the Big Ten. We could see kind of the tides turning, the times, the clocks being rolled back to when Nebraska was good. And I really do think they have their guy with Matt Rule. Illinois fell out of the ranking. They lost to Ohio State. Michigan fell out of the ranking. They lost. Can't remember to who. I think it was a solid team. And then you also have Washington, UNLV, Navy, Mississippi State, Tulane, San Diego State, all getting votes to be in the top 25. Really quickly, Penn State lost again. I will go ahead and talk about this. Penn State lost to Northwestern, and as a result of that, they have fired their head coach. This is interesting to me because I definitely did think that they would fire James Franklin at some point, but I thought it would for sure be after the season was over. And so the fact that it's happened in week 8 or week 7 or whatever is crazy to me. We're halfway through the season and Penn State has fired James Franklin, which is what some people have been asking for years. But, you go out there, you lose to Oregon. Fine. Yeah, sure, you can't win the big one, but Oregon's a good loss. And then you turn around and you lose to UCLA, completely defeated UCLA without a head coach. And then you turn around and you lose to Northwestern. So 3 straight losses. I guess the athletic director decided he had enough of James Franklin.
He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
And ran him out of town. His buyout is massive. I think in terms of a coaching search, I've seen names like Matt Rule, Kurt Signetti, Matt Campbell, Lance Leipold, and a couple other guys. For me, if I'm a Penn State fan, I want, and I kind of am championing, or I was championing Penn State, but I would want Kurt Signetti if I'm a Penn State fan. I think he has a small but great sample size of proven success. Yes, last year they didn't beat a ranked team, but as I said earlier, they've already proven that narrative to be false this year. And I think he's great at recruiting, he's great at coaching, and he's great at developing. The last 2 years he's brought in underrated or overlooked quarterbacks from different programs with Fernando Mendoza and Tanner Rourke, and elevated them to making the playoffs, likely with this season as well with Mendoza. So I do think Signetti would be a slam dunk hire if y'all are able to get it. I will say a lot of people are talking about it doesn't feel like any names that are being thrown around are upgrades, and I totally get that. James Franklin was a very good head coach. He just couldn't win the big game, and then it kind of just got out of hand, so they let him go. So I do agree. None of these feel like upgrades, but it just could be a nice change of scenery. Get somebody new in there, see if see if they can reinvent the wheel. Who else? Matt Campbell. I feel like Matt Campbell is the Kalen DeBoer of this coaching search. I did this last night much better than I'm about to do it right now. But whenever Nick Saban retired, and I'm not comparing Saban and Franklin as coaches, I'm comparing the situation of losing a very good head coach. There were names thrown around like Kirby Smart, Dan Lanning, Dabo Sweeney, Mike Norvell, all these names being thrown around. And the one guy that no one saw coming was Kalen DeBoer. And I think it was because it was a safe pick. He's a good head coach, guy has a good proven track record, and he's a winner. And so Alabama decided that's our guy. And I think it was probably their guy the entire time. And there was just a lot of smoke about who they wanted. And so I think Matt Campbell is the Kalen DeBoer in Penn State situation. He's not a very exciting hire. I think he's a safe and very solid hire. He's been very good at Iowa State. My thing is, will he be able to take his success and translate it to a higher level with better talent and better resources at Penn State if they decide to go with the Matt Campbell route? So yeah, I'm just interested to see kind of what happens with that whole thing because, as you guys know, I was very high on Penn State. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up really quick. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're sorry about the issues this week. It'll be a bit of a hodgepodge. We're going to try and get some TikTok stuff out just so y'all have more to listen to. This will be a shorter episode on the YouTube end. But yeah, just go ahead, like, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, hit the notification bell, join the Noti Gang. Hey, and yeah, I hope this talk was sufficient.